In recent days, prolonged heavy rainfall in Yunnan province has triggered severe flooding and landslides leading to a humanitarian and environmental crisis that has left entire communities devastated, displaced, and living in fear. Thousands of residents were forced to evacuate. Daily life was completely disrupted, and rescue forces have been stretched to their limits. Yunnan's unique geography with towering mountains, deep valleys, and complex river systems makes it especially vulnerable to extreme rainfall. When the downpours struck, rivers swelled rapidly, overflowed their banks, and unleashed torrents of water that swept through low-lying villages. At the same time, rain-soaked hillsides weakened and collapsed, causing massive landslides. In many districts, entire slopes thundered down, burying houses, blocking roads, and cutting off whole villages. Residents described hearing the terrifying roar of earth and rock tumbling like thunder, destroying everything in its path.
Господи, Боже мой, когда успокоится все, Господи?
The damage has been immense. Bridges washed away, highways destroyed, riverbanks severely eroded, and landslides buried mountain passes, leaving some communities accessible only by helicopter or boat. People were forced to flee their homes at a moment's notice, abandoning nearly all their possessions. Schools and government offices were hastily converted into temporary shelters. Yet overcrowding and shortages made life extremely difficult for evacuees who faced not only the pain of loss, but also the uncertainty of when or if they could return home. Agriculture, the backbone of Yunnan's economy, suffered catastrophic damage. Rice paddies and vegetable fields were submerged. Hillsides of tea and coffee, iconic to the region, collapsed in landslides. Livestock was swept away in huge numbers. Fertile farmland was either eroded or buried beneath layers of mud and debris. Beyond the immediate destruction, the future of farming is now in jeopardy, as restoring the land and rebuilding livelihoods will take years.
Vamos rezar, pessoal. Olha só. Olha só a tristeza que está aqui no canal. Os carros sendo levados pela correnteza. É muito triste, né? Tomara que esteja tudo.
The human toll is equally stark. Thousands of homes were destroyed, pipelines and reservoirs damaged, and water supplies contaminated. Widespread power outages left multiple districts in darkness. Rural clinics and hospitals struggled to care for the injured and the sick. Many patients arrived with broken bones, injuries from landslides, or illnesses caused by contaminated water and overcrowded shelters. Health authorities warned of possible disease outbreaks if sanitation issues were not quickly resolved. In response, the Chinese government launched a large-scale rescue operation. Thousands of soldiers, volunteers, and emergency teams rushed to clear mud and debris, stabilize weakened slopes, and search for survivors. Helicopters flew non-stop, dropping food, medicine, and blankets to isolated villages, while boats ferried families out of submerged areas. Relief supplies such as rice, clean water, and clothing were distributed as quickly as possible, though relentless rainfall made every operation more difficult. Amid the destruction, powerful stories of courage and solidarity emerged. Villagers digging through mud with their bare hands to save trapped neighbors, teachers leading students to safety through flooded paths, and communities sharing what little food they had with families who had lost everything. Across China, donations of money, clothing, and relief goods poured into Yunnan, reflecting a deep sense of national solidarity. Experts pointed out that Yunnan's vulnerability stems from multiple factors: deforestation, uncontrolled construction, and the growing unpredictability of extreme weather due to climate change. Authorities have pledged to expand early warning systems, strengthen hillside protections, and relocate families from high-risk zones. Yet Yunnan's rugged terrain makes total prevention impossible. The threat of floods and landslides will remain a constant danger for those who live here. For those who survived this disaster, recovery will be long and difficult. They must rebuild their homes, restore farmland, and find ways to regain lost income. Infrastructure, roads, schools, and power lines all require urgent repair. The emotional scars of loss, displacement, and uncertainty will linger for years. Yet the people of Yunnan have risen from hardship before. Their determination, combined with government support and nationwide solidarity, is fueling hope for renewal. This disaster is a harsh reminder of nature's destructive power, but it is also proof of human strength, the strength of courage, unity, and resilience. The story of Yunnan is not only one of destruction, but also one of survival, of willpower in the face of adversity, and of the unyielding desire to build a stronger, safer future. The world-changing disasters are no longer rare. They are reality. You cannot predict the next earthquake, flu, or wildfire, but you can choose how ready you are. This channel isn't just here to inform. It's here to wake people up before it's too late. So if you're watching this now, take this as a sign. Don't just scroll. Don't just watch. Subscribe, learn, and prepare. Because awareness isn't fear, it's power.